What's happening, my Jacked family? Coach Scott here, jackedafter40.com. Welcome to another episode of the Jacked After 40 Life Vlog. I'll be taking you along behind the scenes with me today, sharing every meal that I eat, footage from my training. We are getting outdoors in the Iron Paradise to blast back. I can't wait to share that footage with you, share my overall active lifestyle for the day. And in addition to this footage, I'm also going to be answering a question, a great question that I received from a fellow Jacked After 40 Club member who has been enjoying the workouts in addition to his daily walks and hiking, his overall active lifestyle, and he really wants to take his physique to the next level. So he wants to dial in his nutrition, and his nutrition is great throughout the day. It's in the nighttime where he runs into those challenges where he starts getting those cravings for junk food. So I'll be addressing that question. It's going to be a great topic to cover in this video. If you enjoy this footage, please hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching this video, do him a favor and share it with them. More than anything, I would love to hear from you down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts, share your insights, share your feedback. Woke up this morning just after 5:30, no alarm as usual, and Chief and I got out there to watch a gorgeous sunrise this morning. It is beautiful out there, a little breezy, and gonna be a nice, comfortable day in the upper 70s right now. I am enjoying my second cup of coffee. It's shortly after 6 o'clock. Just a little bit of unsweetened vanilla almond milk in here. It's 7:15, and Chief and I are gearing up to go for a walk. That was a fantastic walk with Chief this morning. We got in just over 6,000 steps. Super cute. I have never seen so many teeny tiny baby toads in my entire life. We really had to be careful where we were stepping. This was right around the pavilion near the little pond area there. It was hilarious seeing them all hopping around. Very, very cute. Right now I am getting ready to enjoy my breakfast shake. Have this each and every day. 1 cup of homemade kefir, 1 cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk, 1 scoop of protein powder, an ass load of spinach, and a banana. With my morning coffee, I had 300 milligrams of ashwagandha, and now with this shake, I am going to have 3 grams or 3 capsules of vitamin D3. That's a total of 2.7 grams of combined EPA DHA, 300 milligrams of magnesium, 5,000 IUs of vitamin D3, and 1,500 milligrams of maca. Now let's get to that question from the Jacked After 40 Club member who wants to take his physique to the next level. And I absolutely love questions like this because it shows the passion and drive behind goals like this. And it's not just an average goal, an ordinary goal. It is an extraordinary goal of wanting to be at your absolute best, looking your best, feeling your best while living life to the fullest. And the first question I asked him was, are you tracking your nutrition intake? And reason being is that it's really tough to decide, like, all right, what changes do we have to make if I don't know where you're starting at right now? I mean, you could just say, all right, let's start just by reducing your portion sizes of each meal, but it becomes a bit of a guessing game at that point. But if you've been tracking your nutrition for a week or two, I can see, all right, you're probably a little bit too close to your maintenance level calories than you should be. Let's drop it by 500 calories a day and see how your body responds to that. And it was no surprise that he wasn't tracking up to this point. And he mentioned that he hasn't been tracking mainly because he finds it to be a headache. And that's probably a concern that a lot of people have. He had tried tracking before and just found it a little bit too tedious. It's too cumbersome. And I mentioned that I have a video here on YouTube. I'll link to it down below on how to make tracking with MyFitnessPal super easy. I actually find tracking pretty darn effortless. But I also mentioned that tracking is just meant to be short term. It's just meant to see where we're at, establish where we're at, get a good idea of the portion sizes that you're consuming, and then make some modifications, and then wean yourself off from tracking. It's not something you need to be doing for the long term, but it can be very helpful in the short term to help us make some more educated decisions on the changes that we need to make to your diet and your overall lifestyle. And he mentioned the very next day he got onto a nutrition tracking app, and he's like, wow, it's way easier than he thought it was. It had been a while since he had tracked before, and the technology has changed that has made tracking much easier. So it was really great to get to hear that, and we'll get to part 2 of his question about consuming junk food coming up in a bit. It's 11:15. I'm gonna head outside to get in a killer back workout. Typically I prefer to train later in the day, but I got a lot going on this afternoon, so I'm gonna get this workout in now. And as you can tell, I am pretty red. I was outside for half an hour yesterday, and this was the first time I have not applied sunscreen, and I got fried. So I'm definitely lathering up before I head out there. Looking forward to sharing this footage with you. Let's get to it.
I hit recorded, drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier, vintage frames on my face. Looking like I'm from the deep, these no Cartiers. Pockets deep, 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 bro. I can make it in my seat, bro. Do you, I'm doing me, bro. Making noise, use a beat, bro. Whoa, whoa. I press the button and the doors go up like, whoa. That money clip us now, the new now looks like, whoa. Upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like, whoa, 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 whoa. Neighborhood on the scene, neighborhood on the strip. Neighborhood be the name, neighborhood no crib. Neighborhood that's me, neighborhood that's Nick. Neighborhood do the dance, neighborhood do the deal. Okay, thought I'd never make it like no way. I'm the real deal, no role play. My days off, that's no days. No, I hustle hard, young rose. E be the shooter, that's cold case. Those on the deals, that's brose. Got no pay, yo, no say. Okay, this the news, tell them read it. Been the one since the fetus. Don't sleep on me, Tempur-Pedic. That's a no, no, no. Spending dope for no reason. Got a ball head, Mr. Cleaner. Heard the big bags overseas, then we gon' go, go, go. Whoa, I press the button and the doors go up like, whoa. That money clip us now, the new now looks like, whoa. Upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like, whoa, 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 whoa.
So that was a killer freaking back workout. I am now sipping on 5 grams of creatine monohydrate mixed in some warm water with a little squirt of Mio in there. It's lunchtime, and this will be my post-workout meal. It's about 12:15 right now. I've got 4 large eggs scrambled up in a little bit of cooking spray, topped with a bit of ground black pepper, 1.5 cups of cauliflower, sprinkle a little bit of ground pepper on that, a cup of large flake oats, 140 grams of frozen mixed berries, and sprinkle some cinnamon on top of that. This is, again, a staple meal in my day, and really focused on getting veggies in each and every meal. I've really been increasing my veggie intake for the past month, and I have noticed a really big difference in my overall well-being, my energy, my digestion. And when you're living a life where you're trying to be flexible with your diet and work in some of your favorite treats, it really pays to make sure that all the other meals that aren't your treat foods are very nutrient rich. So you're getting your fruits, you're getting your veggies, you're getting your good quality proteins and carbohydrates in your diet. So making sure that you're getting your fiber intake up. You don't want to just be eating junk and trying to eat whatever you can in order to hit your calories and macros for the day. Still make sure the quality of food that you're consuming is nutrient rich, high quality, good foods that are going to help you perform your best. Along with my lunch, I had another 1,500 milligrams of maca, and it's important to note that you should be scanning the labels of the supplements you take. 1,500 milligrams of maca is 30 calories. I'm taking that twice a day, so that's 60 calories. The fish oil I take, the 3 capsules there, is 63 calories, so that's 123 calories right there that add to my total caloric target for the day. Vitamin D, I typically have the soft gel gel capsules, but there's been times where they've been out of that. They haven't had the soft gels in stock, so I've gone with the chewable, and 5,000 IUs of the chewable vitamin D3 tablets there come very close to 100 calories. I think it's 95 calories for 5,000 IUs. So you're looking at 220 calories that you wouldn't have considered. And for some of you, that may kind of wipe out a good chunk of your caloric deficit. So make sure that you are scanning the labels of those so you're getting a more accurate representation of how much you're actually consuming in a day. Getting back to my Jacked at 40 Club client there, and we'll address the junk food issue. So he mentioned that he's great throughout the day, spot on with his nutrition. Then it's usually around 8 o'clock at night when he starts to experience those temptations and cravings for the junk. And one of the first questions I asked was like, is getting rid of the junk from your diet something that you want to do, or do you want to kind of work it into your diet? If you want to get rid of the junk, if you want to break out of the habit of this nightly routine of snacking on junk food, then my first recommendation is just to not have it in the house if at all possible. And he sent a message back saying that his wife and kids enjoy junk food. It'd be damn near impossible to keep it out of the house, and it's something that he really didn't want to do anyway. So he does want to include some of these treats in his daily diet, and that is freaking awesome. The key with diet and nutrition and getting shredded after 40, taking your physique to the next level, is to kind of work with your lifestyle, to work with your preferences, your natural eating tendencies, and it is definitely possible to get shredded after 40 while consuming your treats even each and every day. And I shared with him when I went through a fat loss phase, my last 12-week cutting phase that I went through 3.5 years ago, I basically included a treat each and every day. So I shared, like I recorded my diet during that time, shared it with him so he could see like I was able to drop 20 pounds in 12 weeks and get shredded while consuming my favorite treats. Now, I've gotten to the point where I don't need treats anymore. I kind of slowly graduated to the point where I just, once in a while, like when I feel it, I'll have it and I'll work it into my daily calories. So that was the main thing. We set the caloric target for him and found a way to work those treats in. And that's what I'm doing today. You're gonna see me include some of my favorite treats into my daily diet here and still hit my caloric target today and still basically hit close to my macro targets as well. It's very easy to include your favorite foods in your diet and still get shredded after 40. Out for a walk with my bro Joe. We are both drinking some Blonde Americano Mistos. You actually got me hooked on these. I think it's about 90 calories or something like that.
Yep, it's good stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff for sure. Joe is a fellow fitness coach, building up his YouTube channel as well, Stay Fit Anywhere. He is a busy dad. He's got 2 beautiful young girls. One's just a baby, the other one's just graduating from junior kindergarten.
Yes, she just, well, I guess since no school, yeah. Kindergarten.
Yeah, that's right. So needless to say, he's got his hands full. So a lot of quick workouts for busy dads like ourselves. And Joe was actually my workout partner in the my late teenage years, early 20s, and we would cross the border every month to head over to the GNC in Detroit to grab all our EAS supplements, our Phosphagen, HMB, Myoplex. We stocked up over there just because I don't think we had access to anything like that over here.
I think it might have been a little cheaper.
Yeah, even with the exchange rate and all
at that time.
So yeah, we're just I think I'm gonna try to, he's a busy guy right now, but I think I'm gonna try to convince him to get back into bodybuilding workouts one day soon so we can start hitting some weights together.
Possibly. We'll see how that fits in my lifestyle.
Quick workouts go for now. All right, we're gonna enjoy our walk and we'll get back to you later. It's just after 5 o'clock, time for dinner. I've got 1 cup of broccoli here along with a Lazy Man's Sloppy Joe. I'm using extra lean ground turkey for the Sloppy Joe. It's actually on sale today. So was the extra lean ground chicken and the salmon. So I stocked up on some of my essential proteins today. And I'm just using whole wheat bread here. So I know evil carbs, gluten is just gonna give me this crazy wheat belly here, but I do enjoy bread from time to time, whether it's dipping in my eggs or having a sloppy joe like this. And just used ketchup, a bit of ketchup, some mustard for this. So bare bones basic. There are times when I want to splurge a little bit. I might put some brown sugar in there. Actually, for the sloppy joes, I really like adding some ricotta cheese. It really thickens it up, gives it some great flavor, great texture. Adds a bit of calories, but it's pretty damn good calories as well. So I may try that. I may make that in an upcoming recipe, but really looking forward to diving into this. And then we're going to get to my evening treat coming up. So trying to mimic the kind of daily nutrition habits of this Jacked at the 40 coaching client here, and have my treat at nighttime when most of us face that temptation around the house. I'm not sure about that yawn there. He's not sure about that yawn either. It is 7 o'clock and it is a gorgeous night out there. So Chief and I are gonna get out for a little evening walk. That was freaking awesome. As soon as Chief and I walked out the door, we ran into my workout partner Rick and his wife. They were in the middle of their walk, so we ended up walking along with them and walking much farther than I had anticipated. So total step count for the day was just about 18,000 steps, which is freaking awesome. But more than anything, I am so happy to have the physical, social interaction today between Joe and Rick here. We kept our social distance from each other, but just to have a face-to-face conversation with someone was just freaking awesome. So definitely got more activity than normal today. It is time to enjoy a nighttime snack. It's 8:15. I'm gonna dive into this bowl of chips here. This works out to be half the bag of Miss Vicky's sweet southern barbecue chips. This is one of my favorite treats on the weekend. Absolutely love it, and I usually do have half the bag one day, the second half the second day on the weekend. I just love the crunch. I love the flavor. Sometimes I'll enjoy a craft beer or a mixed drink with this. And this hits my caloric target for the day and still keeps me in a 400 to 500 calorie deficit. So total calories for the day was between 2,500 and 2,600 calories. I have been maintaining my weight for the past 3 months on about 3,000 calories per day. And with the extra activity today, with a little extra walking than normal, I'm sure it's even a larger deficit than the 400 to 500 calories that I would typically burn in a day. So we are looking at total carbs for the day, about 283 grams, 152 grams of protein, 90 grams of fat. The ratio is 44% carbs, 32% fat, 24% protein. So what usually happens on a day like this where I include some junk food in my diet, protein usually ends up being a little bit lower, fat usually ends up being a bit higher. It's kind of that trade-off there because there's not a lot of protein typically in the junk foods. So that's a little bit of trade-off, but the main thing is that we are hitting our caloric for that day. So just something to be aware of if you want to have treats each and every day. Just kind of pay attention to your macronutrient ratios, how your body responds. I typically find myself sitting in that 40-30-30 ratio. A lot of times my carbs will be a little bit higher, like between 40 and 45, and usually my fats and proteins are between 25 and 30. So in that ballpark there suits me really well. So there you have it. I mean, this is the way you can definitely achieve your fat loss goals while enjoying some of your favorite treats. I enjoyed a nice coffee beverage out with Joe, and still enjoying these chips at night. So if you have a sweet tooth and you want to enjoy a treat while you're winding down at the end of the night, you can still achieve your fat loss goals. It's 10 to 10 and I am ready to pass out. This is actually much later bedtime than I am used to. Just been winding down for the past almost an hour and a half here. Was outside. Not much of a sunset to share tonight, but still nice to be outside and chill, just calm my mind, wind myself down get ready for a great night's sleep. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching this video, do them a favor and share it with them. And more than anything, we'd love to hear from you down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts, share your insights, share your feedback. And before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Jacked After 40, 7-day meal plan in there, workout tips, all great advice to get you jacked after 40. Hope you have yourself an absolutely amazing day. I'll catch you in the next video.